A disciplinary action can have consequences far beyond a written warning. It can affect promotions, performance evaluations, pay increases, future opportunities within the company, and in some cases even continued employment. If important facts were overlooked or the situation was misunderstood, failing to appeal could leave a permanent record that may impact your career long after the incident itself. But many employees make the mistake of submitting emotional responses instead of factual appeals. Others simply disagree with the decision without providing evidence, explanations, or documentation that could support a fair review. So here is how to write Workplace Disciplinary Appeal Letter. Sender information. Start by writing your personal and employment information at the top of the letter. For example, Michael Turner, Senior Operations Coordinator, Operations Department, Employee ID EMP-45821, 4518 Oak Ridge Avenue, Phoenix, Arizona 85016, michael.turner@email.com, 602-555-1847. This section identifies who you are and helps the company locate your employment and disciplinary records quickly. Date. After your information, write the date. For example, June 3rd, 2026. The date establishes when the appeal was submitted and helps document the timeline of the disciplinary process. Recipient information. Next, write the details of the person or department handling the appeal. For example, Human Resources Department, Summit Manufacturing Group, 850 Corporate Parkway, Phoenix, Arizona 85004. This ensures the appeal is directed to the appropriate reviewer. Subject line. Now write a clear subject line. For example, Subject, Appeal of Disciplinary Action, dated May 20th, 2026. The subject immediately identifies the purpose of the letter and the specific decision being appealed. Salutation. Address the recipient professionally. For example, Dear Human Resources Manager, this maintains a respectful and professional tone throughout the appeal process. Opening paragraph. Now begin the letter by stating the purpose of your correspondence. For example, I am writing to formally appeal the disciplinary action issued to me on May 20th, 2026, concerning an alleged violation of workplace attendance procedures. This opening clearly identifies the action being appealed. Request for review paragraph. Next, explain why you are requesting reconsideration. For example, I respectfully request a review of the decision because I believe there are facts, circumstances, procedural concerns, or mitigating factors that may not have been fully considered during the disciplinary process. This paragraph informs the reviewer that additional information will be presented. Disciplinary reason paragraph. Now reference the reason provided by the employer. For example, according to the disciplinary notice, the action was taken due to repeated attendance violations during April 2026. It is important to identify the employer's stated reason so that your appeal directly addresses the issue. Explanation introduction. Next, transition into your explanation. For example, I would like to respectfully provide the following explanation. This creates a clear separation between the disciplinary allegation and your response. Incident explanation paragraph. Now explain the events from your perspective. For example, regarding the incident in question, the attendance concerns arose during a period when I was caring for an immediate family member experiencing a medical emergency. During this time, I communicated my circumstances to my supervisor and attempted to comply with reporting procedures whenever possible. This section should provide factual information, dates, circumstances, and relevant context. Reconsideration paragraph. After explaining the incident, clarify why you believe the decision should be reviewed. For example, I believe the disciplinary decision should be reconsidered because certain communications regarding my situation were not included in the review, and some relevant circumstances may not have been fully considered when the decision was made. This paragraph focuses on facts rather than emotions or accusations. Acknowledgement paragraph. If appropriate, acknowledge any mistakes. For example, I acknowledge that there were occasions when my communication could have been more timely, and I understand the importance of complying with company policies and expectations. However, I respectfully submit that the disciplinary action may not fully reflect the circumstances surrounding the situation. Acknowledging responsibility where appropriate often strengthens the credibility of an appeal. Employment history paragraph. Next, highlight your employment record. For example, throughout my employment with Summit Manufacturing Group, I have worked diligently to fulfill my responsibilities and maintain professional standards. During my 5 years with the organization, I have consistently met performance goals, maintained a strong attendance record, and received positive performance evaluations. This section helps provide a broader picture of your work history and contributions. Corrective actions section. Now explain what steps you have taken since the incident. For example, since this matter occurred, I have taken steps to address the concerns raised, including completion of attendance policy, refresher training, implementation of improved communication procedures with management, review of company reporting requirements, development of a personal contingency plan for emergency situations. Employers often want to see evidence that the issue has been addressed and is unlikely to recur. Supporting documents section. Next, list the documents supporting your appeal. For example, to support this appeal, I have attached the following documentation: witness statements, relevant emails and correspondence, performance evaluations, training records, attendance records, company policy documents. Additional supporting evidence. Supporting documentation is often one of the strongest parts of an appeal because it provides objective evidence for your position. Requested outcome paragraph. Now clearly state what outcome you are seeking. For example, I respectfully request that the disciplinary action be reviewed and that consideration be given to removing the written warning from my employment record. This paragraph tells the reviewer exactly what action you are requesting. Commitment paragraph. After that, reaffirm your commitment to the organization. For example, I remain committed to maintaining professional conduct and contributing positively to the organization. I appreciate the opportunity to present this appeal and respectfully request a fair and impartial review. This demonstrates professionalism and a willingness to move forward constructively. Thank you paragraph. Then include your closing paragraph. For example, thank you for your time, attention, and consideration. This keeps the tone respectful and professional until the end of the letter. Sincerely. Now close the letter properly. For example, sincerely Michael Turner. This is your formal closing and signature identification. Employee information section. Finally, include your employment details. For example, employee ID, EMP-45821. Job title, Senior Operations Coordinator. Department, Operations. These details help the company quickly match the appeal to your personnel records. Before submitting your workplace disciplinary appeal letter, make sure every statement is accurate, professional, and supported by evidence whenever possible. Focus on facts rather than emotions, address the employer's concerns directly, and clearly explain any circumstances that may have affected the original decision. A strong appeal is built on documentation, credibility, accountability, and a well-organized explanation of why reconsideration is justified. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Writing Practices for more step-by-step writing guides. See you in the next video.